Hello everybody, Flick here, time for another Let's Look At, and today we're looking at Pressure, a game by a company with a fantastic name, Chasing Carrots. What a fantastic name that is. It's $11.99 on Steam, that is in British pounds. I believe in dollars that would mean it's $14.99, but I'm not 100% sure. There will be a link in the description box below to the Steam store page so you can check for yourself if you are not in the UK like I am. It's a game where, well actually I kind of just want to get into it now. I do have a game in progress, however I want to replay the intro because it has a very fun cutscene that kind of sets up what the game is about, so it will save me having to explain it. Let's do single player, let's do campaign, that's the file I've already got. I'll make a new file and I'll do it on normal. And there's the buttons for it. It's essentially a kind of top-down racer where pressure is used to control your customizable buggy, I guess. Now hopefully the cutscene will start now, yes, which sets up the game. There isn't really any talking per se, it's all kind of visual humour. It has a very Pixar-esque art style, I would say. It actually looks a bit like the Waking Amy game that I covered a few months back. So this is the gentleman we're playing as, and he has a very Wallace and Gromit-esque method of waking up in the morning. Or maybe he's not really fully awake yet. He does have a cute robot dog, however. So this is him getting ready to go for his morning swim, however, as that camera angle will tell you, there isn't actually any water there. The dog's trying to warn him. Too late. Now the game doesn't really have any form of tutorial, we're kind of just thrown into it straight after this cutscene, so it's a good job it shows you the buttons. It's easier with a controller, I would say, but you can use a keyboard. And there's a cigar smoking robot that's stealing the last few droplets of water. And when I first saw this I was confused as the expression on my character's face. And there you go, that evil count has stolen all the water from your character's lake in order to make a fancy ass spa for weird looking hairy biker dudes. So, your goal is to go get your water back in this buggy. Apparently there's over 60, oh and we're straight in, there's over 60 customizable options for your vehicle. You start with just a basic machine gun, a basic boost, no real ramming capabilities, and the stages play in the top-down fashion you're seeing here. I'm holding the right trigger to accelerate. Do I have a boost yet? I do, but it's not as good as it can be. And the basic machine gun is pretty weak. You can upgrade to like sniper rifles, to miniguns, all manner of things. I'll show you the list after this stage. The bars to pay attention to, along the top. Each kind of checkered flag on that bar is a checkpoint at which I will get some health back and more importantly some pressure, which is the white bar on the left. If you run out of pressure, you stop. You just have to do the stage again because you run out of gas for your car, essentially. And two ways to get more pressure are hitting those checkpoints and defeating enemies. You can boost without losing pressure, I believe. Also, I'm missing all the ramps. You can get money from going like the extra jump routes that appear as you go through the stages, and you use that money to, oh, miss some coins there, to buy upgrades for your car. So the first stage is pretty simple. There is bosses, and there is also local and online co-op. I believe, I haven't tried it because no one else I know has this for enemies, but I believe the second player plays as just a female friend to the male person player one plays as. So we'll get rid of these little buggies that are armed with the same gun as me, I think. And as we approach the final furlong for the first kind of basic stage, I'll also point out this is the first game I'm covering in OBS outside of, you know, playing Smite with people. I've done the switch because I can't work out for the life of me why Fraps has started being a pain in the arse. Also I'm running out of pressure a little bit. So I am still working on finding the optimal settings, not for streaming. I'm not using OBS to stream, I'm using it purely to record these videos I make offline, etc. I've done some research, but if any of you also use OBS and know the ideal settings for offline recording, it doesn't matter about streaming because I don't have the connection for that. Let me know how I can make it as perfect as can be in terms of video quality, because I'm not sure how this will come out. I've already done some Smite and it was okay. But anyway, let's talk about pressure. So when you finish the stage, you are given a star ranking based on your time spent, enemies defeated, coins collected. I missed tons of coins on that stage. And your overall score. I don't think I've ever gotten better than 3 stars. I assume the best is either 4 or 5. However, we will continue. We get a little loading screen with that horrible looking count. Welcome to my mobile shop. Yonder in my garage you can equip your buggy any old which way you like. So after every stage you get this kind of relaxation bit. Your guy's just sitting there. You can just go to the map to play the next level. You can press on the bistro sign to talk to this weirdo randomly. I was a cheese salesman once. Folks seem to prefer weapons these days. Better jokes in this business too. Let's talk to him again. With no more water around here, sure is hard to find tasty frog legs these days. I guess he's French? One more time. The CO2 balance of my products is outstanding. Fair enough. So we'll press on garage. You can equip your buggy here. Have a look at the different stuff we've got. If you ain't happy with your current selection, just go ahead and cancel and you can start over. Good to know. So, well, let's go through these menus. I'm starting with the Spitting Mary Mark II. It's a trusty machine gun. In my other file, I've been kind of primarily using the Blastmaster. It's a kind of like a sniper rifle. You have to make sure your aim is true, but it's good. So what else have we got? We've got the Blunderbuss, that's like a shotgun, an explosive blaster master, a kind of chain gun. It's an upgraded version of Spitting Mary, I guess, because it's called Spitting Eve. A flamethrower, railgun. I thought there was a railgun. I was going to say that earlier, but I couldn't remember if it used the name railgun. Another bouncy blunderbuss, spitting levy. There's the best one is Blaster Master Tornado. There is also secondary weapons. I am going to purchase a repair kit. I've never found health being an issue. So anytime I fail a stage, it is running out of pressure. We're going to buy a ram for the front. What else have we got? We've got buggy upgrades. So I can improve the reinforced body and better boosters if I buy this shell. I've got 109 left, so I'll do that. I don't have enough gold to upgrade my Spitting Mary, but I'll stick with it rather than going to the railgun, because that relies on a lot of pinpoint shooting and I might choke if I'm trying to aim at the same time rather as talking. So we'll leave the garage and we'll go to map. And you can see I can't kind of scan along to show you how many stages there are. However, I've been told that there is at least 30. Well, actually, it's kind of like, you know, the PR blurb says at least 30 plus levels, so that usually means there's 31, but there may be more than that. So we did no swimming. We're going to do out of the way, and there you go. There's the explanation about how pressure works. I think I failed like stage 3 the first time I got to it. I'm not sure. I got right. I could see the finish line, but I ran out of pressure. My car just slowly came to a stop. It was really depressing. But the game does get more hectic. There are mid bosses. There are big bosses. The trailer will show you that if I don't reach any in this time of this video. And the co-op looks like a lot of fun. I would say it might get a little stale if you're just playing alone, so I'm glad that there is online co-op as well as local. I'm not sure if local works in the same way as that anime fighting game I covered recently, whose name escapes me. Aces Wild, Manic Brawler Action, where one person could use a 365 like I am and the other person could potentially use the keyboard. I'm tempted to like randomly hit enter on my keyboard and see if another buggy spawns, but then I might lose automatically for when the other buggy doesn't move, so I'm not going to risk that yet. Now already you've probably noticed there's a lot more enemies in this stage. They're a bit more aggressive. I'm already at half health actually, so I might use my health if I can remember which button it is. Is it X? No, that's boost. It's B, isn't it? Yep, there's B. I've used my repair kit, but I hit a checkpoint anyway, so that was a massive waste. I want to at least get to a mini boss, I think. So I think that's stage 4 you run into the mini boss. I want to know why this count has a private army purely for the focus of like stealing water. You can afford a private army, sure you can afford like your own reservoir or something. So they're using the sniper weapon that I'm using in my other accounts. It's pretty much a one-shot kill, but it is hard to aim sometimes, especially if you're getting banged around. I forgot I have a battering ram now, so I could kind of just be ramming enemies instead of shooting them at range with this fairly weak, by comparison, gun. Oh, okay, or just explode. In the way of secrets, I'm not sure. I haven't really found any, other than there's optional jumps if you kind of memorize the stage, since it's always the same layout for each stage. That's so you can retry it and try and better your score. I haven't found any kind of like off the beaten track paths other than that. So linear in that sense. And this is the home stretch we're in now, back up to full pressure. Actually, the thing I noticed in the stage that I failed for the first time off camera on my other file, I think it's because I wasn't taking advantage of boost. I'm not doing it here either, so that may come back to bite me. It's because when I first started, I had it in my head that boost was used using your pressure, so you should only do it if you really needed to like push a bunch of enemies out of the way. And then luckily one of the tooltips during the loading screen said, feel free to boost whenever you like, it doesn't use pressure. And I was like, well, that would have been nice if there was some form of tutorial that explained that to me. But the loading screen did, and it is easy in all other respects to get used to the game. Oh, we'll go over the ramp here and boost just to make sure I get over it. We are getting a bit swarmed, however we are approaching the final stretch, so there shouldn't be an issue. Goodbye. I still have my healing thing anyway, so I could use it if I wanted. And you can also upgrade it to be more potent. And we made it after the bridge. Yep, there we go. So after each mission, again, get our score with the fast forward slightly. I almost killed every single enemy, but I only got half the coins. So maybe there was hidden areas I wasn't sure about. He does look rather horrifying. We'll speak to the weird bistro man again. What the heck is the Count doing with all that water? He's making a spa. Have you not seen the signs? And then we'll go back to the garage and hopefully be able to afford an upgrade. I could upgrade the standard gun. I don't have enough gold to buy anything else. I'm going to upgrade the standard gun so it's a bit more intimidating now. Can I do anything else? I could upgrade my repair kit, but I'm not going to bother. I will upgrade the RAM. Can I upgrade that? No, it's fully upgraded and I can't afford the next tier. So you do need quite a lot of gold to get some of these later things. I mean, that's 12 grand for that one. This buggy is so sturdy you could punch it and if you got really mad. I made a mess of that sentence. There's no other buggy quite like it. A buggy this good should be illegal. It does look fairly impressive from the picture. Anyway, we'll get back to it. We've done our upgrading. I've spent most of my money. We'll go to the map. Jumps and ramps. We will at least try to do this one and potentially the next one to see mid-boss / boss. And then I will conclude there. So we'll get started here. Immediately getting attacked. I can already tell that my machine gun is firing a lot. Well, maybe not a lot faster, but I think it is firing faster. Maybe that's how it increases its potency rather than actually just doing more damage. So I must remember, make use of boosts to get to the next checkpoints quicker, even if it does make more enemies spawn. So this stage has a lot of jumps. I think this introduces a large kind of toxic tank where it poisons you if you stay behind it and don't kill it fast enough. I believe it appears at the midpoint. If it is the stage I'm thinking of, it might be the one after this. But anyway, we will carry on. Oh no! No, you can reverse, I should point out. If you do like massively get yourself screwed and stuck on the scenery somehow, you can reverse. It eats into your pressure because you're still moving. And really, yeah, this is definitely one I failed the first time I tried it. Not using my boost to its maximum effect. We'll get some refilled round the corner though. In a second. There should be another. Get rid of these guys first. The amount of pressure you get back from killing per enemy isn't high, obviously, because of how many enemies there are. So imagine if I did have, like, say, the shotgun upgrade. I'd be wiping out all the little tank guys. Tons of coins missed. I've used the boost to smash him into that house. I hope it was unoccupied. Push through these guys. And again, my health is not an issue. It's purely the pressure. Oh, jump over there. Land on him. Oh, a little bit. I saw him flash like he took damage. And now we're technically at the halfway point because we're almost in the direct centre of the map at the top there. Yeah, I am fairly sure this is the one that introduces the toxic enemy tank guy. We should see him very shortly. No, just land on him. Get out of it. So if you are looking for a game that's more fun co-op, light-hearted, I would say. It doesn't seem to have any kind of... Oh, I'm running out of pressure. I'm very near another checkpoint. I need to hurry here. It's just a bit of fun, I would say. It's not too serious. It's a bit silly. I like the sense of humour in the cutscenes. I hope there's more of those. That's going to barely get me to the final checkpoint, I think. I'm going to have to, like, abuse the hell out of my boost here. Yeah, there's the tank I was talking about. I don't think it's even considered a mini-boss, really, but still. It slows me down. It is eating into my health, however, I managed to kill it, so that's fine, and I'm still going to boost the hell out of... I'm running out of... I need to kill some enemies. I may not make it at this rate. I'm beginning to regret upgrading the base gun rather than taking the sniper rifle because it is actually easier to kill enemies with it. We're halfway through this section of the map. I just realised what my problem was also. I don't really want to admit it, but I realised that I accidentally let go of accelerate at some point. It was just moving via momentum only and boost. If I fail, I deserve it. I entirely deserve it. Although saying that, if I wasn't pressing accelerate, I technically shouldn't have been using up any pressure at all. I am about to run out of it though. It's going to be a repeat of when I played this off camera. It's going to be... I'm right there. Oh no, I made it! I made it barely. Wow. I'll probably get 2 stars for that. Nope, still nice and clean. That must just be average, I guess. Super Scratchy Scrubbing Set. Oh, I got an achievement for finishing on like 0 pressure. Chit chat. A while back I owned a car wash for buggies. Then there was no more water. Shucks. Shucks should have a full stop after it, but whatever. Let's see if I can upgrade anything in my buggy this time. How much money do I have? 831 is not really going to be great. I could upgrade my base gun again. I'm going to do it. Your trusty standard issue weapon, mean and reliable but slightly underpowered. Yeah, I agree with that. I'll upgrade my heal even though I technically don't need to. I could have upgraded my RAM if I hadn't done that. Whoops. Anyway, we're going to do one more stage here. I will remind you again that this is pressure. Co-op, local and otherwise. Shallow draft, whatever. Oh, I didn't realise you could give some of your own pressure to your teammate. Interesting. I also didn't realise there was a secondary weapon. What? Oh no, that's, yeah, if you don't have first aid kit you could buy a secondary weapon. Yep, I did. But that's interesting in co-op. If you've been killing more of the enemies so your pressure is higher, you can share it with your teammates. So that's another kind of level of team play there, because if your teammate runs out of pressure, I think obviously you would die as well. Oh, slowed down there. Now if you look at the top of the map for this one, you'll notice the first 2 sections are actually shorter than the final section. That's not like an optical illusion, that is actually the case. And we're going to push on inside here. And we're getting rammed by a boat, which fires missiles no less. I like that it's a land boat. There's no water anymore, so it's just being driven by one of those little dog robots. It's very easy to get a lot of coins on this stage, more so than the others I found when I was doing this. And we're going to reach the first checkpoint here. Nice short order. Get away. And of course we've got another one of the poison guys. But that's fine because I just got my health back. Must remember not to let go of accelerate this time. I think I did it when I instinctively let go of accelerate in the last map after going past one of the checkpoints, because I was like, oh, that's it, it's over, I won. And we've got another land boat. This one's got a dog lazing at the back of it, I think. No, that's the guy who fires the missiles. And we're halfway to the next checkpoint with a lot of pressure left. Health is okay. Getting out of it. Yeah, we're doing okay. This one's a little bit easier until the final section. Certainly easier than the last area. I think that's kind of on purpose to force you to start learning about managing your pressure and using boosts to your advantage. Oh, got another poison guy here, fair enough. We're destroying the environment. And he's gone. And we're about to hit a checkpoint. My health is low again, however I'll wait and see how much going through a checkpoint gives me back. Let's see. It practically filled me back to full, so that is totally fine. And now we're into the final stretch, which is longer than previous sections. So I will need to be careful here. Get over there. I swore there was another new enemy introduced. Maybe I'm forgetting, or maybe I'm getting the stages confused. Maybe it was the next one. Oh, by the way, all the stages do not look like this. The environments do change. I'm not going to get there in this video, but there is an official trailer on the Steam page, so you can see what the later stages look like, some of the bigger enemies, including the bosses, if you don't mind seeing that kind of spoiler. And we're going to jump over that. Easy peasy, and we're reaching the home stretch here. Yeah. I'll use my item, just for the hell of it. I've upgraded it to rank 2, and that was enough to get me to full health, so... Hey, how's it going? And everything is exploding. I got a multi-kill for doing that. Fantastic. And now we're going to finish. Any second now. Hooray! Did I do better than 3 stars or whatever it is? Nope. Nice and clean is all I'm ever going to get. It's like simple and clean, but better. So that is going to wrap up this Let's Look At here. This was Pressure, as I said, and if this didn't turn out as good quality as my other videos, I do apologise. I'm still getting used to using OBS. It does seem like the better choice now that I can't trust Fraps, unfortunately. So anyway, I appreciate any likes and comments you give these videos. I don't usually like asking for that kind of thing, but I'm kind of trying to do my part for indie devs here, so it would help them get more noticed even if you don't care whether or not I am. I appreciate anything you do for me. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more combat, I almost said there. Content. I've got combat on the mind. Ta-ta for now.